Welcome back to the bench. So I was just listening to some 20 meter sideband and thought you guys might have the same curiosity that I do. So I'm gonna flip this thing over and turn it off, and I want to look underneath, pull the power out, and see what it looks like for solder quality here. I think they used a torque wrench on that screw. Wow. So we'll see what we can find. I think it's only the outside two here. One more in the middle. Yep, that does it. So we'll zoom in and you guys can look at the same time. What do you see? Actually, it looks pretty good. I think I don't see anything that stands out as scary after after working on the terminally ill K1 for a while. This one looks like it was built by professionals. So I think we can put the cover on this one without too much worry. I noticed a little bit of sensitivity difference between bands, so we might go through some of the final alignment stages, and I'll put that up soon. So I think we'll make this one short. I didn't find anything super ugly there, so I'll just put the cover back on. I won't make you watch that. And then we'll come back and see if we can maybe do some touch-ups here and there. I think there's also a bunch of tape I want to remove inside, so I don't think I'll make you watch that either. But anyway, thanks for watching. And just so you don't miss anything, this had some ugly tape on the inside of it that was labeling the counter. But I think this tape is probably 20-year-old masking tape, so it had turned hard and the glue is getting hard. You can see examples of it over there. So I took that over and did some soap and water cleaning. So I'm going to put the left side back on. And then I think I'll take the right side off and do the same thing to that. I don't think those labels add too much, since I think most of the wires will only reach one place. The exception might be the battery, where the connectors are the same, but I think we're okay with battery in the middle. But we'll keep going on the cleaning, and there's the before picture with the tape residue. I'll go clean that off, and we'll put the right side back on. Then I think I'll find maybe some tie wrap replacements for this old tape here, because it's turned to dust too. Okay, we're back with another little touch-up. So this is the DC power connector for the battery for the KBT1, but when you push these connectors all the way in, there was deteriorating, soft, extra gooey black tape that was protecting the wires from shorting, that, needless to say, wasn't protecting it anymore. So if I slide this all the way in, it goes to about there, and it leaves this much exposed bare wire right next to the other exposed bare wire. So it looks like this heat shrink will fit over the connector. So I think I'm going to do that rather than try to resolder the whole thing, because the wires are already a little bit too short. So I'll go ahead and get out the heat gun and put some heat shrink around those, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I'm cutting in the same length. I've got the heat gun going down there to get warmed up. So hopefully these will slide over and not get stuck. I'll find out in a minute. It was close, but it works. So I think we can go ahead and go that far, and we'll go down to the body of the connector. So I'll do this one. Making it through two. And then I think I need to separate them a bit because I actually didn't disconnect it from the battery. So I'm going to do one, then the other. I think we're okay with that. I'm going to go with that, and we'll see if they'll fit back in the connector whilst I don't get burnt. So I made a little red mark on the red side. That seemed like it worked. And a black mark on the black side. Give them back the twist they had. It's hard to get that going the right direction. Yeah, so I think that works. We'll get those pushed in all the way, and that'll get rid of the shorting problem there. So there's a quick look at that. And if you look at the KBT1, this tape doesn't do much anymore, so I think we'll pull that off. And I'll see if I can find some tie wrap, maybe some 3M stick-on tie wrap holders, and see if we can clean this thing up a little bit too. I may take the bracket off and give it the same soap and water treatment I gave the sides to get rid of the tape, and that should look a lot better. So that'll be the disassembly part. I'll show you when I get it put back together. And one more look. I've got the KBT2 apart, and there's a date code on this, and it looks like 06235-H. And the best I can come up with is that must be sometime in 2006, I guess. So that would have been a while ago. Just for fun, let's see what the client says. And it wakes up on AC. We'll go to DC, and then we'll see what's in here. It's been plugged in part of the day, and it's got 4 volts in it, so it's probably not super likely to come back, but maybe we'll leave it connected and I'll plug it in tomorrow for the day and see what we get. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna, like I said, I'll take this over to the sink, see if I can get rid of the masking tape glue residue. We'll put that back together again. And tell me if you've done something more interesting than run one of these old, this one's a 12 volt 2.9 amp hour. I think there must be something a little bit more current technology that isn't as heavy, but I'm not sure about the charging requirements, so we'll have to think about that. Well, I think I'll make that the end of this. I'll stitch all these things together and get it off to you.